Rangoon to round up activists. Residents said dozens of people rounded up activists during the night. Meanwhile, the European Union has agreed to punish the junta with further sanctions, while the United Nations envoy who's been in Burma is preparing his report on last week's bloody crackdown.
The military has succeeded in blocking the flow of images from Burma, but the stories are still getting out. Residents say security forces are hunting down pro-democracy supporters, checking on residents and pulling people out of their homes. There are no pictures of this, as anyone daring to film is risking their life. There are fresh reports of monasteries, considered hotbeds of pro-democratic dissent, being raided. Scores of monks are now trying to leave Rangoon. They're not the only ones trying to escape. A Burmese army officer has fled to Thailand after refusing to beat or shoot at monks. Experts say this may provide hope for the democratic movement. A split in the army could overthrow the dictatorship.
Tan Shui, the top general, and his number two, Mong A, are at loggerheads over how to deal with the monks in particular. Tan Shui has given the orders personally to shoot at the crowds. Mong A, I understand from sources close to the family, is opposed to that.
Diplomatic efforts are in overdrive, but a solution could be a long way off.
And it's slow. We can't go to China today or India or anyone else in the region and say, impose sanctions and expect it to happen tomorrow.
The EU has also agreed in principle to toughen already existing sanctions.
That it will be a deepening of the sanction that exists already against Myanmar.
Japan is also considering cutting aid after the shooting dead of a journalist whose body was repatriated today. In Sydney, a group of pro-democracy supporters called on the government to take stronger action against the military regime. The UN Security Council will weigh the international community's next step when it meets tomorrow. On his way home from Burma, UN envoy Ibrahim Gambari gave nothing away.
Thanks so much. I just thank you all for your patience, and I'm sure you'll be hearing from New York.
But UN Chief Ban Ki-moon assured reporters that Mr Gambari delivered a strong message to Burma's military rulers. Emma Hannigan, World News Australia.
Ong Zaw is a Burmese exile who edits the Irrawaddy, a newspaper covering Burma from Thailand. It has been targeted by the military regime and was shut down last week by a computer virus. I asked Ong Zaw just how difficult it has been to operate during the crackdown.
Well, it is not easy. It is getting difficult. Since Friday, internet line connection in Burma has been cut off.
Now, you were cut off because of a virus that infected your service, wasn't it?
No. Our website was under attack, and it had to close down. It could not function for 2 days. We are now back to life.
And of course, internet service has been shut down in Burma as well.
Yeah, it was about the same time the internet connection in Burma has been shut down on Friday, which means the news and images coming out of Burma become very slow. Particularly to get the video images, to get the photograph from Burma, what happened during the killings, arrests and crackdown become a shorter supply.
So, Ong Zaw, how do you rely on information? What are your sources of information during this time? And are you concerned that your sources themselves are being put at risk?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think even people with the cameras are being handed down on the streets, and they've been chased and they've been arrested because of they are simply having a cameras, digital cameras, whatever camera they have in their hands, and they will be arrested and beaten, clubbed, and arrested. There are 5 journalists, as far as I understand, being arrested, and one was released yesterday, and the other 4 still remain in detention. And also our stringers, and we had 2 or 3 stringers there who has used cell phones, and then his phone line has been cut off.
Okay, Ong Zaw, we'll have to leave it there. I do appreciate your time talking to us during this difficult period for you. Thank you.